Good afternoon. It's a new week of daily vlogs, and it's Sunday afternoon. It's about 5 o'clock. I've just had a lovely hot bath, face mask, a whole body scrub down with my body brush. Just lovely. A nice deep hair condition as well. So that's just going to dry naturally now, and yeah, it was divine. I feel incredibly relaxed now and ready to start the new working week, which is only one day to begin with. I'm going in tomorrow. I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday. I think we're probably going to go to Avebury on Tuesday for a sort of day trip. Which I'm looking forward to because we've not visited for a while. It's kind of like our sort of recharge place. There are certain places that make you feel a certain way. And I think at Avebury, because there is such a deep sense of history there and also mystery as to why these people built the stone circle, or stone circles, should I say, because there are sort of several, fills you up with thoughts and ideas, and you can muse on what the reason might have been and how it might have looked, and how a trip to Avebury way back then, thousands of years ago, what that would have meant. I mean, a journey anywhere of any distance meant a lot. So what would a trip have meant to Avebury? What would have been the significance of it? What would it have looked like? How important was it in the landscape? But the whole area is steeped in history and mystery. And I don't know, somehow you can sense that. You can pick up on it. And I love that feeling. I love that feeling of deep, deep history. You know, we're not talking a couple of 100 years, we're talking thousands of years ago. And how those structures, for the most part, have stayed in place, because I know a lot of the stones at Avebury were destroyed, and quite a number of them had to be re-erected due to silly religious beliefs. And also, I guess, probably for building materials as well. So isn't it great that people come along through time and question these things and decide to preserve these things? Because without those people, there would be nothing left. It's interesting, isn't it? I find the whole thing interesting. So we'll take you along. And I mean, you've probably watched our Avebury and Silbury Hill videos already. And I think we've taken you along before in a Sunday chat, I think, as well. I can't really remember, but we'll take you along this time. So, pulls out at the plot. It's been a fairly sunny afternoon. It's greying over now. Wondering whether we'll get anything like a decent sunset. It would be nice. There's not been one for a while. I think we're going to have a light tea because we had leftovers for lunch with couscous, which was delicious. So it was quite a big meal. So we're both trying to be careful again now, because we have let things slip over Christmas and Easter. And, you know, I ate a lot of cream eggs, as you know. Catches up, you know. And I'm not doing anywhere near as much exercise as I probably should be. So I'm feeling a little weightier, let's say, than I was last year, because I really lost the weight last year and got super skinny, which I loved, but I'm not super skinny at the moment. So that's fine. It's not an issue, but I have to think about cholesterol and, I'm no spring chicken anymore. I'm not really 39. In fact, I need to stop calling myself 39, even though in jest, because I'm not. I have to think like a 56-year-old in terms of physical health. I'm being serious. People drop dead in their 50s. Yeah, anyhow, on that cheery note, you gotta laugh, haven't you? You gotta laugh. On that cheery note, I will bid you adieu, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Good evening. It's Monday evening. We have sun, and we've had a beautiful day. It's been calm, sunny, feeling warmer, very pleasant in the sun. Still feeling cool in the house. It's going to take a while for this to heat up. But I believe that the next couple of weeks, including this week, are going to be quite pleasant. And it was very, very pleasant at lunchtime. I took a little snap and shared it. There were little fluffy clouds, blue sky, no wind, just very quiet, no planes going overhead, just very, very pleasant. And I'm off tomorrow. So as I've said before, we're hoping to go out for the day. So I'm looking forward to that. Going to get up early, hopefully. Seize the day, Yeah, it's been a busy one at work. Very busy, a bit frantic in places. Yeah, but all okay, all good. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else to report, really. Hopefully tomorrow will be a bumper day of loveliness for you to see. Yeah, we just need to pull our finger out and get up early and get on our way in good time. So, yeah, all good. All good. My ulcer is feeling a lot better on my tongue. It's not catching me as much. It's not as much. And I'm able to eat more easily, because I was really struggling at one point. It was really painful. But the Bonjela has helped. That's good. So bye for now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good evening. It's Tuesday evening. It's about 6 maybe. Alexa, what's the time?
It's 5:33 p.m.
Oh, 5:33. So we have been out and about today. We went to Avebury. As you know, I've said we were going. It's one of our favourite places. And I think it's been approximately 3 years since we visited. I think that's what my Google timeline told me. And we left this morning around, I think, 9:30. Mainly because I always have a 9:30 wee. I know, my bladder's like clockwork. And we arrived, I think, around... Sorry, I've just had a biscuit. What time did we arrive? Maybe 11:30, something like that, 11:15, 9:30, 10:30, 11. Yeah, I think it was about 11:15. And the traffic was quite heavy. And the car park at Avebury was pretty busy. And there were quite a lot of people. So that kind of makes doing pieces to video quite difficult, because you end up looking like a bit of a prat. And also you run the risk of people getting into your video, and you have to think about other people's privacy, and people don't really want to appear on other people's photographs and other people's video clips. So you have to sort of tread carefully, so to speak. But we still enjoyed our experience. We always enjoy going to Avebury. There is a feeling for me of calmness about Avebury. Calmness and sort of, I don't know, safety. I think some people that go to visit Avebury are going because they're on the tourist trail. And I think there are other people who are going because they have a bit of a hippie within them, I'm certainly a bit of a hippie, definitely. And there is definitely a vibe to be had at Avebury. There is a feeling. It's just got a feeling of relaxation, of calm, of beauty. There is a sense of it being such a part of that landscape, not only as a feature, but also as a part of the working landscape as well, of the countryside. So, for example, you've got a lot of sheep grazing, a lot of sheep grazing. So it's farmland, it's part of the farming community. I don't subscribe to that community in terms of the fact I'm a vegetarian, so I don't believe in slaughtering animals for food. However, you have to accept that, those communities exist, and it is part of how things work at the moment. I think in future times it will be very different. But hey, I won't be living in those times, so that will be far ahead in the future. I think people will be completely horrified to think that people used to slaughter animals in the distant future. Anywho, so it has its sense of place in the landscape. It's a community. It's not just a tourist attraction. It's where people live. It's where people's businesses are based. And it just has a strong sense of itself. So it feels very, what's the word? Cohesive. It feels very deeply rooted and solid, grounded. And all of those practical reasons, spirituality aside, all of those practical reasons means you're visiting somewhere that has a strong identity. People know the place very well. People are going about their daily business, which for many involves tourists and, shops and stuff. But some of the visitors also get off on the fact that it's an ancient place of pilgrimage. That's certainly what I think they believed it was. A place where perhaps events took place, big events. And I don't know, in my mind, they're not dissimilar to festivals. And, if you go to an arena, to a concert, or you go to, I don't know, Glastonbury or whatever, it would have been a special place, I'm sure. And I think it sort of has somehow retained that energy and that vibe. And of course, the hippie contingent would tell you that it's one of the energy centers of the earth. So the ancient people knew that this particular place was very special and had a strong energy, a strong vibe about it. And it has a ceremonial feel, and you can kind of see that in the way that it's laid out. Look, other channels do fancy graphics at this point and show you the layout and, show you all the landmarks, and we don't do that here. Mainly because I wouldn't have the first clue how to go about doing that. So you can look at it on Google Maps or Google Earth and have a look at the satellite pictures and see how it's laid out. And it's very clearly a large ditch shaped in a ring with an avenue leading down to another area called the Sanctuary. And there's also Silbury Hill, there's West Kennet Longbarrow, there's Windmill Hill, lots of other places in the area. So it's clearly a special area, or was, for ancient man. We're talking thousands of years ago. I know I've said that before. So yes, it was a lovely visit, and we do feel terribly relaxed. My feet don't feel relaxed. I feel as though I've done quite a bit of walking. We also visited the shop Elements of Avebury and met the lovely Donna. Hi Donna, if you're watching. And I went in specifically because I wanted to find a bracelet for everyday wear. I don't wear a lot of jewellery. I have got quite a bit of jewellery, although I gave quite a lot I gave quite a lot of it away recently to my niece, Amy, and her friend. I just had loads of stuff that I never wore, so I just gave it away. But I wanted a bracelet for sort of everyday wear that was from Avebury. And I decided that we'd go and have a look in Elements of Avebury, which is a gorgeous shop full of gorgeous things. And I don't know whether you can see behind me, but this is one of my purchases before I saw the bracelet that I wanted. And this is an Anita Harris vase. Let me flip you around. Hold on. Yeah, this is an Anita Harris vase. And as you can see, it's depicting the stones of Avebury. It's beautiful, isn't it? Almost looks like a paperweight or something. It's a vase. There's the top. But isn't it absolutely delightful? I fell in love with it when I saw it. The colours, the blue, the red. I just love it. And it has this sort of abstract quality to it. I'm seeing all sorts of things in it. It has a vibe of Avebury about it, which, obviously it does. So it's also signed by the artist as well. And love it. So if you do visit Avebury, be sure to drop into Elements of Avebury. Follow them on Instagram. I'll put a link in below. It's a lovely shop, and it's just, Donna's lovely. And in a really weird way, I felt as though I knew her. I felt as though I'd met her before. Whether that's because I follow her on Instagram and have followed her for some time, I don't know. But I don't know, there's just a really nice energy around her. So let's stop talking and roll VT. Run VT. Here's Avebury today in the glorious, glorious sunshine and fair weather cloud. Well, howdy. Not sure why that came out like that. We're on the M4 this morning, the M4 motorway. Now, this is the motorway that goes way out west. So it...
Is that why you went all cowboy?
Well, that's right, Paul. I sure am like a western person this morning.
Oh, I'd love to see your chaps.
My what? I sound like him from the Dukes of Hazzard.
What, you mean the big fat one?
Yeah, that's right.
Boss Hog.
Is that it?
It's Boss Hog.
I can't remember. But yeah, we're travelling way out west. So this is the road that goes through Berkshire, Windsor, Ascot, Reading, Maidenhead, way out west, and we're going to Avebury. Surprise, surprise. And we're filming now because we're currently in a 50-mile-an-hour zone due to roadworks. So we thought we'd do a little spot of filming for my daily vlogs. Break.
Yeah. So when there's roadworks now, it's often an average speed of 50 miles an hour, which seems to work actually. Yeah.
Well, it's safe.
Yeah.
That's the reason why, Paul.
Yeah.
I think you'll find. So yeah, today is a beautiful day. Blue skies all the way. I reckon there'll be a little fair weather cloud later. But yeah, it's all good. It's taken a little bit of an effort, I have to say, to get out this morning. My temptation was to just stay on the sofa, do nothing. But no, we pushed it. And yeah, we're on our way. So we will catch up with you again when we arrive. So here we are in Avebury. It's a beautiful day. There are a lot of people around. It's much busier than we thought it would be, but the views are gorgeous. So this is the area of Silbury Hill, and this is a little walk we found a few years ago, which is just glorious. Sorry about the wind noise, if there is any. It's just absolutely beautiful. So peaceful. I do hope you enjoyed that. We had a lovely day, and we shall be eating dinner soon and relaxing for the evening. Tomorrow I've got my appointment with the GP to discuss cholesterol. We'll see how that turns out. I'm going to have a discussion with them because I don't automatically want to go onto statins. I guess it depends on how high my cholesterol is. If it's dangerously high and they think I'm at risk of heart attack and stroke, then maybe I will take the statins. But we'll have to see, because I would much prefer to do it with making a bit of a lifestyle change. And as I've said before, I have allowed the snacking to increase. The good thing is I don't drink, I don't smoke. So, yeah, I'd like to know what the underlying reason is for the cholesterol being high. If it's not lifestyle, maybe it's to do with my liver. I don't know. I'm not freaking out about it. I never freak out about health issues. There's just no point. You just got to deal with them step by step. But you have to deal with them. That's the crux, isn't it? And sometimes the dealing with it can be a little stressful, just making those steps. But once you do it, I find all that stress goes away. If it's a good interaction with your doctor or your clinician, whoever you see, if it's a good interaction, I find that you feel generally better about it and glad that you did it. So we'll see. So that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Good afternoon. It's Wednesday afternoon. So, I went to the doctor's this morning to discuss cholesterol, and it's not sky high. I'm not going to go into levels because I don't really want to discuss specifics about it, because that's between me and my clinician. But it's not sky high, but it does need to come down. They were keen to put me on statins, and I've said no to statins because I have direct evidence that I've brought down my cholesterol before using diet and lifestyle changes. So what I need to do is stop eating all that chocolate and stop eating, sweet, fatty things. And also I do eat too much cheese. So I have started cutting that down already. And I'm going to take up doing my Jane Fonda walkout as I used to as a form of exercise. So I'm going to pick that up again because it is necessary. I'm not doing enough exercise, and I think that's a big part of it. And the walkout is a gentle workout, which is designed for mature people. And you do, I think, a mile in 18 minutes. I think it's 18 minutes. And it's relatively easy. You do get a sweat on, but it's relatively easy. So I'm going to need to choose when I do that, because I'm not sure whether I could make it every morning, to be honest. I'm not sure whether that would suit me. But we'll see. We'll see. But I am going to take that back up. So it's not the end of the world. It's not horrendous. But they do assess you and give you a figure called your Q risk figure. And mine's at 18%. And that means there's an 18% chance that in the next 10 years I could develop serious heart disease. So I know that sounds quite low, but they like to bring that down to 10%. So I'm going to be working on that. And when I decide to work on something to make a change, I usually put my mind to it and achieve it. So I'm setting the goal now. There's going to be cutting down of the fatty and sugary snacks. And there's going to be an upping of exercise. That's it. So today has been fairly relaxed. I opted for a relaxed afternoon, had a lovely sleep this afternoon. It was divine. On the sofa right here. And I really fell into a deep slumber, but the sun has been streaming in. Really, really pretty day. Lots of green out there at the moment. Let me swing you around, see if I can show you. Hold on. Let me see if I can capture what I'm seeing. I mean, it's very glary, but you can see that beautiful green glow that we get outside here. You've got the big tree, which we sort of borrow that from the street. And then we've got our front here, which is full of green. But it's lovely when the sun comes in. So yeah, lovely sleep, very relaxed. Paul's having a bath at the moment. I'm going to make dinner tonight. I'm going to whip up something quick, probably with some beans or chickpeas, probably some, tomato, herbs, and I'm going to serve it with couscous, wholemeal couscous, which is my favourite, love it. And then we'll relax for the evening, and then I'm back at work tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, which is fine. And then, of course, next week I'm off Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's great. Absolutely great. And we're going to plan to do things hopefully on Monday and Tuesday. And then again, Wednesday, bit of a relax, and back into work Thursday and Friday. Because it benefits me, because Thursday and Friday are extra days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are contracted days, so I can book leave, paid leave on those days. And then get the extra benefit of the extra pay on Thursday and Friday. So yeah, all is good. All is good. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else to report. It's been fairly chilled out. Nice that we're getting the warmer weather. I believe it's going to last all this week and next week, which is good. That's probably going to be summer. in all honesty. That's probably the heat wave in inverted commas. Yeah. Anywho, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, hello there. It's Thursday. And it's a beautiful day. The weather has really turned warm now, and of course people are starting to complain that it's too warm at work. This is the problem with our building. It's a flat roof, so the upstairs bakes during the day on a hot day, on a sunny day in summer. But I'm lovely and cool downstairs because I've got a secret air conditioner. Well, it's not really a secret, it's a little storage room behind where I sit, which has the communications cabinets within it, and they have to be cooled, so there's an aircon unit in there. So all I need to do is open that door and the cool air floods out, and it's lovely. And actually this morning I was too cold. Yeah. So yeah, weather is beautiful, and today of course is the summer solstice, the longest day in the Northern Hemisphere. And it's certainly feeling like summer now, thank goodness. Although I have to say, in this room it's quite cool, but upstairs it's very warm at the top of the house. But yeah, everything's good. It's been fairly busy at work, but just in a sort of nice way. Plenty to do, but not too rushed, which is good. We've got a clinic tomorrow. We've got a few appointments. So I think it'll be a fairly busy Friday, which is fine with me. And hurrah, then it's 5 days in a row of no work. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Lovely. So we're hoping to get out and about again. I'm not sure where. We're going to have a think about that on Saturday probably. And make the most of this glorious weather. I think we'll probably do a bit of walking in the Chilterns, perhaps. I fancy a woodland walk. I find a woodland walk on a sunny day is glorious because you get that beautiful green glow everywhere and that coolness of the shade, you know, the canopy of the trees. So yeah, I quite fancy that. But I'd like to go somewhere that we've not been before. That would be quite nice to do. So we'll see. So nothing much to report. Yeah, there was one thing in the news that really, really pissed me off. And that was the Just Stop Oil protesters throwing orange paint at Stonehenge. Really? I think these protesters need to find a different way of reaching their audience. I mean, I agree with them. Fundamentally, we do need to stop reliance on fossil fuels because they are going to run out and they are polluting. But throwing paint at a monument, an ancient monument that's been around for thousands and thousands of years and has no bearing on man's polluting activities in the past 200 years or whatever it's been since the Industrial Revolution. Why pick Stonehenge? I mean, it's caught our attention, I agree. But no, this is not the kind of monument that should be desecrated in this way. Really. I hope the gods see you and punish you accordingly. Just Stop Oil. Really. Anywho, I'm going now. Got a few things I need to do before Paul gets in. And we're having leftovers. I made a sort of quick vegetable chili, and we had that with couscous. So we've got leftovers. So dinner's sorted. Will take 5 minutes to make. I just want to do a little bit of tidying round, and yeah, then it's relaxation for the evening. And find something to watch. It's becoming a little difficult at the moment to find something interesting to watch. But hey, there you go. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Good evening. It's Friday evening. The sun is still shining. It's been another beautiful day, although it has been a little bit breezy this afternoon. And the temperature, I don't know, it's not felt as hot to me. But hey, it is quite warm. But there is quite a bit of cloud out there, and there is quite a strong breeze. I'm feeling congested again, which I think must be linked to pollen levels. But hey, that's okay. The thing I'm celebrating the most tonight is the fact that I'm now free for the next 5 days. Yes. And we can do what we want. So if we do go out and about, which we're hoping to, we'll take you along. Nothing much to report really tonight. Work has been busy. Usual Friday, things happening all of a sudden, needing responses. So, yeah, it's been a typical Friday. But that's okay. That's okay. Paul's just popped out to attend to our neighbour's cat, who is supposed to be back. She is supposed to be back from her break today, but we've not heard from her. So I hope she's okay. I'm sure she is. So yeah, I'm going to get changed shortly out of this work shirt. I know, I'm actually wearing a shirt. It's a very old shirt, as most of my clothes are. Yeah, it's that time of year where I don't need a jacket and a jumper. I think that's it for tonight. I'm going to get changed and it's time to relax. I feel quite tired actually. Yeah, but that's okay. It's the weekend. The sun is going in. Oh, come back, come back. I've got the blinds shut because it keeps it cooler in here. And also I don't want my furniture bleaching, thank you very much. I'm going now. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. Bedhead. Yeah. Bedhead and very greasy my hair's feeling. I put a few bits of extra product on during the week to tame it. And yeah, it's in need of a really good wash. But that's okay. I've got the time. Yeah, it always feels lovely to wake up on a Saturday knowing that I've got time off and that I'm not in till Thursday. I know I've said it several times, just repeating myself now. Sorry. But it does feel good because it means that I don't have to compress everything into 2 days. And it also means, of course, that we can get out. I'm keeping Wednesday free for a relaxation day. I say relaxation day, and I say we're having time off. I mean, all the usual things still have to happen. It's not like I'm having a day off and sitting by the pool all day. I mean, that wouldn't happen in actual reality because I'm not that kind of person. I used to sunbathe by the pool when I was in my 20s because It was the 80s, you know, and you had to get a suntan because you were nobody if you didn't have a tan. You were nobody. And I was nobody because I could never get a tan. I tell you, when I used to go on holiday with friends, I used to have a sort of regime of suntan lotions, skin protectors, pre-tan accelerators, you name it. And there was one that I used to use, which was like a blue gel. And you use it for the first couple of days to get your skin used to the sun. And I was blue. Yeah, covered in a blue gel. But it used to get my skin used to the sun. It was like a sunblock, but it sort of also prepared your skin for a tan. So I think it had a sort of booster in it for whatever. So I used to go through this regime. I know you're wondering what that is there. It's a toilet seat on the sofa. Yeah, I'll tell you why in a minute. I used to go through this regime to get a tan, to build up. I mean, you can see I'm pretty pale. Yeah. I'm almost reflecting the light. It takes a while for me to get a tan, and the tan that I do get is a sort of pale gold. That's it. And it takes me a long time to get that. And then by the time I get home, within what seemed like hours and a shower, it washed off. Yeah. So I kind of gave up sunbathing a long time ago because it just doesn't work for me. I prefer a natural glow to occur over the course of the summer and then disappear in autumn very quickly. Anywho, what am I doing with the toilet seat on my sofa? Yeah, it's a new toilet seat, not because the old one's broken. We've got 3 toilets in this house, which is immensely useful, especially if you have guests. And the toilet at the top is a really high quality toilet. It's a Villeroy and Boch, whatever they call, Botch, I don't know. And it's got a really high quality toilet seat on it. Very, very hard plastic, high quality seat. It's never discolored. It's very, very easy to clean, and it's just stayed looking good in the 20 years that we've been here. So never had to replace that one. But the toilet seats downstairs, well, the toilet seat in the bathroom in the middle of the house and downstairs, just off the kitchen, they were wooden when we moved in, and I changed them very quickly because I have a pet peeve. I really can't stand those horrible wooden toilet seats with those really cheap fittings that tend to start going green after a while, or blue, because they're really weird cheap metal and they just look awful after a short space of time. And you can never use a cleaning product on them because they'll probably dissolve. So I switched to plastic toilet seats. I know, the plastic brigade, anti-plastic brigade will come for me. Talk to somebody else about it because these ears aren't listening. Generally, I think these toilet seats are recyclable plastic. They're marked recyclable, so they can go in the recycling. But I do change them once in a while. And the one in the bathroom I've noticed has started to discolour over time. And you know, I keep things pretty clean, but things do discolour. So I buy these really quick, easy to fit, soft close toilet seats, and I change them once in a while once they've reached that point where they're starting to go a bit discoloured and the plastic is maybe starting to degrade a little bit. This one I bought exactly the same for the downstairs loo, and it's been absolutely great. It's apparently, you know, like a plastic that's treated with an antibacterial agent. They seem to stay looking good for quite a long time. So I'm going to be fitting that this morning. They're so easy to do. And also the genius thing is they've got like adjustable fittings. Yeah, I'm struggling to find words this morning. I'm still waking up. They've got adjustable fittings, so they'll fit any toilet. You can adjust the fittings horizontally. And also, the bit that goes over the fittings is, I don't know whether you can see, but it's sort of enclosed. I should have taken it out of the packet, really. I'm being a bit thick, aren't I? But it's sort of like a panel. It's like a panel. So it hides all the fittings. I love that. So it's easier to clean. So yeah, wooden toilet seats, can't stand them. Even the painted ones, they start to discolour after a while. No. No, no, no. And also they bang with a slam. They bang shut with a slam. These soft close ones are silent. Silent toilet seats. I don't know what planet I'm on this morning. Planet Richard. So Paul's gone out. They've got a, what do they call it? Not a yard sale, a gate sale this morning at the plot. So they're selling plants at the gate. So they set up tables. He's taken snacks with him. He's going to be out till, I don't know, mid-afternoon. And then he's out tomorrow as well. So we've got to film Sunday Chat this afternoon. Yeah. I don't know. This morning has been a bit dull. The sun is coming out now. We had rain overnight. I know. That's what you want, really, in summer. Rain overnight, dry during the day. God, some people, this is a 20-mile-an-hour zone. And people drive like maniacs, as though it's some kind of racetrack. Jeez. Anywho, I'm going to get on with doing some chores, get this toilet seat fitted, do my usual stuff, cleaning the loos. I did a wash last night, so that's fine. I don't need to do any washing today. Dusting, vacuuming, change the bedding. Yeah, I will try and do as many things as I can today and also tomorrow, because Paul is out again. Oh well, I may even spend some time doing some music. Yeah, it's my holiday time now. But like I say, it's not really, I'm not going to be lying on the sofa all day. Maybe have an afternoon nap. You know I love it. I'm going to go now because I'm just waffling for the sake of it. Thank you for watching, and I'm so glad to hear that you enjoy watching these vlogs. I enjoy making them. As I've said before, it's like a journaling for me, because when I edit them, I can reflect on the week. Because I don't watch it. Once it's edited, that's it. It's out there, uploaded, gone. I don't go back over my own videos. That would just be weird. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting our channel. We do appreciate it. We really do. That's the reason why we're doing it, for the audience. Yeah. Need to clean my teeth as well. And I need to do some gardening. And I need to clean that bloody driveway as well. Yeah, there is a list of things to do. There always is. I'll see you very soon. I'll see you for a new week of daily vlogs and hopefully a couple of trips in there as well. Take care. Toodle pip. Au revoir.